Shalom, shalom, Shabbat, Adonai. Welcome to the Sixth Exodus program. Thank you for listening. This message is for Nigeria. The people in Nigeria that are called Igbo people. This is the Lord's servant Yeshurun. The Lord has wakened me up from my sleep. Uh, I'm in the country in America, and the Lord has woken me and told me that I am a Hebrew, and He has told me to contact the people around the world to tell them, to command them to keep his laws, that the 144,000 need to be sealed, and to keep his commandments as he has given the laws to our forefathers. So I want you to know that I am awake and I'm doing what the Lord told me to do. The Lord is soon to come. And I want to tell the people there in Nigeria, the people, the Igbo people, thank you for keeping God's ordinance, his laws, and his covenant. And the Lord has not forgotten us, that we soon will be going back to Israel soon. Um, the things that you need to look for is the destruction from America. When you see the destruction in America, then, literally the destruction of America, not a storm or a flood or bad weather. I mean, America being annihilated. You can look for us coming home then. Also look for a sign, uh, uh, a light coming from the Lord or from a man. When you see these are two signs you need to look for. It will let you know that the Lord is soon to come back, or he is back here. But our redemption is nigh, because I'm awake. I have two websites. Of course, you know this website is 16exodus.com. The other website is the number one, and Yeshurun, YESHURUN.com. It tells who I am and what I have done since the Lord has awakened me up from my sleep. All right, most of the people in America are worshiping idols and they don't know it. And they have made idols with their own hands and they're worshiping it. It's a picture of what they call Jesus. It's pictures that has been circulated by the Catholic Church and the people who call themselves Jewish who are occupying our land. They have circulated this picture in the world and they made this image, and it's the image of the beast. And they're worshiping it and they cannot let it go. They love it. They cry to it, they pray to it, they bow down to it, and they worship it. But to them, it is their God, and they have made it their God. But the God of the Hebrews is not happy with it, and he's going to tear down all their idols and all those that worship them. So my eyes have been opened, and there are other Hebrew eyes who have been opened, but I don't know where they are or who they are. But I see some things they have written on the internet. So I know God has opened their eyes as well. So I have not made contact or tried to make contact with them because there are many false prophets that are in the world. So I keep the Sabbath day and keep it holy, and I obey God's covenants. So I obey all his rules and ordinances. Okay, Nigeria. God bless you. Looking forward to meeting you soon, my brothers and sisters around the world, and the Igbo people in Nigeria. If someone in Nigeria get this message, take this message to the Igbo people and let them know that God has awakened the people, most of the people, not most, people in America enough for them to be sealed. The 144,000 need to be sealed from each tribe. So I'm not sure what the other tribes are, but since we've been sold into slavery, I know that our forefathers left Israel in 70 A.D. and they fled into West Africa and different parts of Africa, Spain, India, Libya, and Nigeria. They spread all over Africa, and then the Arab slave traders traced us down with the people, the Romans and the Grecians has tracked us down and sold us into slavery into different parts of the world. Here in America, the Caribbeans, Brazil, Guatemala, Mexico, um, Iraq, Iran, and we're still there. But God has promised our forefathers that He's going to gather us and bring us back to our country. The people who are pretending to be us, God's going to eliminate them. He's going to move them out of our country, and we'll be home to celebrate forever. So this is what God has promised His people, and this is what's going to happen. So I'm letting you know that I am awake. I am the Lord's servant, Yeshurun. The Lord has called me and woke me up out of my sleep and told me to tell His people, thus says the Lord, that He's coming for His people and keep His laws and keep His covenant. Those who have came there, well, most of our people have came there by slave ships, but I don't think you arrived there by slave ships. I think you walked there. Right? Look for some signs that the the United States becoming in total darkness and destruction of America. All right, God bless you. Keep listening to our websites. Oh, by the way, I have a PDF that you can print. It is the history of our country, how many times we have been in slavery. You can make copies of it and circulate it to other black people. It's in English, so God will put this in your ears, and that you can know who God's people are, and that God is going to redeem us. Looking forward to meeting you. Shema Israel, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Ehad.